Hello, I'm Claire-Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Thursday, the 14th of April, 2022. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. Would love to see you in there. In that, I do general channeling for the collective, but I also give mini reads for donations. So if you've got a question for your higher self, if you want to know about a particular relationship in your life, or whether that job interview is going to go well, or something like that, come along in there. It's for donations for those mini reads. You can find the next show by laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there. You can click on set a reminder as well. If you're a subscriber, you've got those notifications turned on, you'll get a reminder so you can come along live. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there. It's getting very dark. It's about to pour down with rain again. Yeah, private readings. Okay, let's find out what's going on today. Well, we've got a tea ceremony, which is all about being very slow and deliberate and being present and slowing things down. We had that the other day too. Let's find out more. What else in the energies today? Warrior. Whew, and balance. Warrior and balance. So you might need to fight for your balance. Someone could be trying to pull you out of alignment. Not really pull you out of alignment, but they might be feeling unaligned themselves, and they might want you to repair that for them. Like, you should be doing this. You take over this. But if you do, then you could get out of imbalance. So something like you're exhausted, you need to take some time out for yourself, but someone else is exhausted too, and they say, hey, you should be doing this for me. But if you did, then you'd be out of balance too. And so you might need to fight for that and slow down, especially. It could be a tiring day today. What else? We've got rescue. Don't be the rescuer. Don't rescue someone else, rescue yourself. Help others in need, or ask for assistance when you need it, or give yourself that assistance when you need it. Don't rescue other people is what I'm getting from that. You might be a rescuer. You might always think, oh, well, their needs, they must be more tired than me or something. We might not be talking about tiredness here, but you might be putting someone else's needs above yours, and getting out of balance as a result. Don't do it. Not today anyway. So if you have that, if you know that you're a rescuer and you do tend to step into other people's situations too easily and end up depleted as a result, just watch out for that today. You might be getting a hard lesson from it today, backfiring. 7 of Cups, there's some choices to be made. It could be kind of confusing, the choices today. You might feel like you have no choice, in fact, but you do, because there's always a choice. And this is how you choose. You say no. You're allowed to. Just say no. And you don't even need to qualify it with anything. You don't need to explain yourself. You can just say no. You can. Really, you can. You can say no. You can say no to anything. There's no rules that say that you have to say yes to stuff. You don't. Except perhaps if it's a young child that is in your care. That's the only exception that I can think of, really. Or an elder, someone that's in your care, that's actually in your care, that have got some kind of disability or are very young. That is the only time that you do have that responsibility and you can't say no. Even so, there could be a way of, of balancing that responsibility out. I mean, bringing someone else in on it too. The responsibility is not just being yours. But anyway, I do get a strong, like, you think you have no choice, but you actually do. You can say no. 4 of Swords, you see, there's this tiredness today. 4 of Swords, resting, recuperating. You need to listen to your needs today. There goes the rain. You need to listen to your needs today, especially if you're tired, and just say no. You'd like to take a day out for yourself. What else? Queen of Swords. This is about having boundaries and knowing when to say no, knowing how to enforce those boundaries, not giving up on it. Even if you say no and then someone says, oh, go on, but I'm so tired, and then you cave in. Don't do it. Don't be the rescuer today. Rescue yourself. What else? You want to come out, don't you? The Wheel of Fortune. something about fate, something about luck being on your side. We do get, once we get balance and once we get like in integrity, making good decisions for ourselves, acting on that, having good boundaries and all of that, we do tend to get very lucky. And it's not really luck, it's from that place we make good decisions. And it's all about decisions today. 7 of Cups and the choices that you make. And you're not compelled to make the same choices that you've always made. No matter how much pressure other people are putting on you, you don't need to make those same decisions. Why the 7 of Cups? 8 of Voices, you see? I'm trapped. I need to make the same decision again. No, you don't. It's an illusion. You're not trapped. You don't have to make that same decision again. Some of you need to hear this today and apply it. You're allowed to say no. And it's as simple as that. It's just saying no. And it's not that uncomfortable once you say it. So ground yourself and then practice with me now. No. You know, a friend of mine finds it really hard to say no. And this was a few years ago. We were trying to teach him, me and his sister, trying to teach him how to say no. And telling him it's okay to say no. Because he kept on being manipulated and getting into these situations that were harming him. But it was like so uncomfortable about saying no to people. And so me and his sister, we were trying to teach him. And I'd say stupid things like, can I burn your house down? And he'd say no. It's like, good. And then just got them from being less and less ridiculous like that to just something that slightly you might not want. And I knew, because it was me and his sister that were doing it, to say no. But I explained to him, if you are always a yes person, but you don't really mean yes, people can feel that. And people don't trust you. And so if you say yes and then you're exhausted and then you resent them, that's not a good thing, and people won't trust you because of it. And if you've got a friend, right, and they are a yes person and you know that it hurts them when they say yes, you're not going to be able to ask things of them because you know that they're going to say yes when really it's a no. And then they say yes and you're wondering, is this really a yes? Is it a yes, or is it a no yes? Should it have been a no? And I feel bad and I feel like I'm imposing on them now. And it's just gets in a very grey area. So watch out, because you might think it's very loving and giving, but it's actually not. It makes people not trust you. 4 of Swords, definitely advocate for yourself today and rest and recuperate. Ace of Inspiration, because this could be like your new truth, a new direction that comes out of that. You need this. You need this. Your life is about you. Your energy is for you. If you have this path, a life path of inspiration, something that you want to do, if you're giving your energy away to everyone else all the time, you're not going to be able to follow that path. And even if you are here to help other people, I had to learn this lesson to be able to do what I do well. I could do it badly before when I was in codependency. I could, but it didn't work very well, and everything was so out of balance and it was all a bit icky, the energies, it wasn't clean. But once I'd learned all of these lessons, then it can be really clean cut now. And I'm not getting myself out of balance for anyone, and I will say no if I don't want to do something, and it's all very clean as a result, and it allows me to be this giver. But when I was in my codependency, I thought that I was being more giving, right? Loving and giving. I thought in that state it was better, but it wasn't. It was worse, and I see it now. You have to be the Queen of Swords. You have to have those boundaries to be able to give cleanly. So it could be holding, I'm getting definite life path stuff from here. You need to rest and recuperate and have your energy for yourself to use it for your life path. Even if you're a healer, helper kind of a person, once you get these boundaries, you're going to be able to do it so much more because you'll have your own energy to do that. So there's emotional release and burden behind this. You've been taking burdens on are too heavy. It's actually restricting you from giving the energy that you really want to give. You'll figure it out. You'll get it. You'll totally understand it when you're on the other side of it. It doesn't make sense to someone that's in codependency. I know, because I was told these things, but it didn't make sense to me then, because I was thinking, no, it really is right to love and give. It really is. It really is. But now I'm on the other side of it. It's so clear. You need to use your energy for yourself first, and then you've got so much more to give everyone else, so much more. So Queen of Swords, boundaries time. Make you happy first. You got to make you happy first. You got to do it for yourself first. Your happiness first, and then from the overflow of that, you can give cleanly to other people. So you're not in a deficit. You have to make sure that you're not in a deficit, because this is starting out today in energy deficit land. And so you can be creative. There you go. Your creative potential. I was getting that from the Ace of Inspiration. Your creative potential rides on this. Your life path rides on this. And these patterns, I feel for a lot of you, the patterns that you've got into, you think should be moving you forward on your life path faster, and it's not. It's actually hindering you. So Wheel of Fortune, time for things to change. Get lucky. Focus on yourself, making good decisions. Like I said, making good decisions for yourself. So you can appear very lucky by making good decisions, you know. People say how lucky I am to live on this tropical island, but I decided to live here. I decided to set up a business so that I could have time and location and all of that freedom. Freedom is very important in my life, and I've been working on this for a long time. And also living where I want to live too. And I decided to live here. None of it was luck. It's all about good decisions and allowing myself to do that. And you can too. The Six of Voices here says the universe is trying to help you around these obstacles and everything. And the Nine of Materials is all about independence. So being all about you first. It's got to be all about you first. Or see it as you've got to fill your cup up first and then give out from the overflow of it. It's got to be about you first. Once you've got that independence and you're happy in yourself, then think about your life path. Then think about giving to other people. Then think about getting into a romantic relationship. Do it for yourself first. The universe is trying to help you to do that, and then you're going to get really lucky from there on out. And if you don't, if you keep on trying to pursue it through other people and through all these outward things, it's just going to delay the journey, because you're going to have to do it properly in the end, down the line. Always about self-love first. So something has to change, right? And you might be seeing it clearly what has to change today, or you get the chance to do it differently today. Rain. What about our love lives? What's going on in our love lives today? Heart-shaped cards are really hard to shuffle. New beginning, especially when they're this big. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Wow, some of you have got a whole new love journey awaiting you. Some of you might be in a love situation. Doesn't feel like a relationship, a situationship where you can't seem to let something go, still trying to make something happen that isn't happening. And you could set yourself free from that and go on a new adventure instead. The new adventure is likely to be a self-love adventure. Nine of Materials, independent. Making yourself real happy first. Attracting someone else in from that space. Wow. Yeah, take a reality check. I'm picking up this energy that some of you are in a situationship that you're trying to make work and it's never going to work. In fact, the other person might be saying to you, this is not happening, I'm not interested, I'm not doing this. But you're still holding on to hope, and you need to take a reality check now. See, that's just for some of you that are in that situation. Got forgiveness as well. Same situation. Forgive them. Forgive them for not being on the same page, for not wanting that thing. You've got this chance of going wild, of starting something new, of it's kind of a renegade kind of an energy of just setting yourself free and doing what you want to do now in your love life. Set yourself free and do what you want to do. Yeah. What else in our love lives today? Even if you're in a relationship, I'm not talking about like breaking up the relationship, but you might be wanting to take back your own energy in that relationship, get a little bit more independent in that, and start focusing on something that you want instead of focusing on the relationship so much, you know. That doesn't surprise me that codependency has come up. So I've got trust, romance, and codependency. These same three cards are out with it yesterday. Trust. Trusting yourself before you can trust another. Romance and codependency. It's not romantic, that codependent thing of putting someone else first. Codependency isn't romantic. it's not loving and giving to the other person. It feels like a drag. Two wrists chained together here. It feels like a drag when someone's being codependent with you. I've been codependent and I've had people be codependent with me as well. And it's so clear to me now when people try and be codependent with me, and it's a drag kind of an energy. It's like, oh, stop that. Stop doing that to me. I'm not interested in that. It feels heavy kind of an energy. When people try and rescue, even though I don't need being rescued, when people try and project onto me how they think that I'm feeling, because that's how they're feeling and it's not how I'm feeling. Just stuff like that, it feels heavy and it feels like a drag. You might be romanticizing that rescuer kind of you might be tied to someone here, or thinking that you're tied to someone because you can help them, and you think that that's romantic or save them in some kind of way, and you've got some kind of a romantic notion about that. But yeah, it's not romantic. So I think with these cards today, I'm really talking to a specific group of you that need these messages. Of course, always in these readings, always take what is yours and leave the rest behind. It's just the energies that are about today. You could have mastered something already. Okay. Got 3 cards. We've got self-consciousness out first. So you could be thinking that everyone's noticing you, got an opinion about you and all that kind of thing. And that could be that I need to do the right thing. I need to carry on saying yes. But really it's about your self-worth. It's really about your self-worth. You're worthy. And so it might feel like you're breaking other people's hearts today, but you're not. Don't break your own heart. If you get to choose between breaking someone else's heart and breaking your heart, break their heart. Don't break your heart. Advocate for yourself. If you like to think of yourself as your inner child, if you can't self-love, then think of yourself as your inner child and love that inner child that's inside of you. Don't neglect yourself anymore. Hammock. Yeah, taking a vacation physically or mentally. There's a need to notice your energy today and take a rest. For sure. What else today? A younger man. I knew it was going to be one of those. When I put the cards back, I thought it's going to be one of the people. Now I'm going to have to pick up the deck again. But luckily there was another card underneath him. An older man. I'm going to have to pick up the deck again. Younger man and an older man. What's this about? Feels like they're arguing to me. 2 of them. Father and son. Tree. Affairs with your family. Yeah, it does. It feels like, okay, so we've got 2 dudes here, older man and a younger man, and it feels like an argument to me. You don't need to rescue them. Needle and thread. Leave them to it. Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Yeah, leave those 2 to it. Unless you're one of those men, you don't need to know about it. Leave them to it. It's their circus, their monkeys kind of thing. So, how best to deal with these energies today? Oh, think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer. Just a bit of fun, because this is a general reading. If you would like me to pull one of those crystals out for a definitive yes and no answer question that you've got, then come along to my live show, Psychic Cafe. You can find the next show Laying in Wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there. I can also use them in a private reading as well. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also one up there. And after you've booked in, if you've got specific questions for your reading, then just click on the Contact Us page on my website after you've booked in. How best to deal with these energies today? We've got the King of Pentacles out here. It's the female version of the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is very stable. It's our stability first, your pentacles first. It's you getting instability first. So an unstable person doesn't have very much to offer. Yet an unstable person tends to offer more. You know, I noticed it in myself. I'm a generous person. But I always thought I should have been more generous when I had very little. So if I had little money, I'd be giving it away instead of keeping it for myself and getting the stability for myself first. And once I learned to get the stability for myself first, I still am generous. I am. But now it's easy because it's from the overflow, because I saved my money first. Because I recognized, hang on, I'm giving this money away, presuming that they're worse off than me, but I'm actually in a really pretty dire situation myself. And I need to rescue myself first. Rescue yourself first. It's about your stability first. Get your stability first and then give from the excess, because it won't take you very long to get that stability, and then you can give from the excess when then it's a choice rather than feeling like I'm sinking, everyone else is sinking, I better save them. When really it's the feeling of I'm sinking that you're responding to in yourself. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer, because your answer is no, it's the ruby, don't do it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well, even if it's just to say hey, because it really does make a massive difference. YouTube is not hardly showing anybody my videos anymore because there's hardly any interaction. Some videos go without any comments at all. So really, the more you can do that on every single video I put out, then the better. Get this momentum going like it used to be going before. That'd be great. Thank you so much for doing that. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. I do one of these energy updates every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in. And I do 3 love pick a card reads a week as well. You can find one of them right there, and you can watch it now if you're interested in that. So there you go. Thanks again for watching. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.